Okay guys, we're gonna sew some Pintucks. So find some fabric. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. Just for the video, I thought visually it'd be easier if I marked the wrong side with a Sharpie so you could see it instead of putting the pattern on it. But anyways, I'm just gonna notch where each little Pintuck is. So there's these two, they're gonna be sewn together, and then there's a space, and then there's two more little lines, and then a space. Two more, space, another set, this is set number 4, space, and then set number 5. And then to make sure they're straight, I'm gonna notch it on the other side too, because we don't wanna sew a crooked Pintuck. So all I'm doing is just notching where they are. And then I'm planning, obviously, maybe later, this would be a seam allowance, so I was actually gonna wear this garment. I think that's easier than like marking your fabric with chalk, because your sew line is going to be on the right side of your garment, so you just have to make sure you can get the chalk out. So sometimes with the notching, you don't have to do any chalking. So normally whenever you sew a seam, you always sew right sides together, but the Pintuck, we kind of like that look of the seam allowance. So this is where we get to break the rule. We're actually going to sew wrong sides together. And so I have my notch, and I'm just going to bring my 2 notches together of the first set of Pintucks and put a little fold here. And I'm going to go find the other 2 on the other end. And I'm gonna bring wrong sides together. It's kind of easy when you have your notches. Just line them up and put in a pin. Straighten out your fabric. If you have an iron nearby, give it a press, why not? If not, just use your fingers and give it a press. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sew a straight line from this notch all the way down. So it's really helpful if you just line up this fold somewhere on your presser foot to help you sew a straight line, because I don't really recommend marking the outer part of your garment just in case you won't be able to get it off. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one at a time. I think that's easier. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm at the sewing machine. I have my notches here. I'm gonna line it up under my needle. Okay. Okay, I mean, I'm wondering if I should change presser feet. Okay, so I want to sew where that notch is. Let's see, where's my needle? There it is. So this might be good for me, because then I can kind of eyeball to make the fold go along this part of the foot. This is just a random foot I found in my machine. I mean, you can do this just on a regular foot too. I usually use this one. For some reason, this one was giving my machine trouble, but this would also be a really good one too. Maybe we'll try it in the next one, see if it's working again. Okay, so I sewed that first guy. You see that? Let me zoom in. There you go. So yeah, it's just a Pintuck. It's nice and flat on the bottom. Looks like a clean seam, right? But then we have the fullness over here on this side. When you're done, you usually iron all the Pintucks to a certain side. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the next one ready. There they are, my little notches. Press it so straight. And I'm just going to sew straight down from notch to notch. when you're finished, trim your threads, and you can iron all the Pintucks the same way if you want. You can iron 2 one way, 3 another way, whatever you like. And that's basically it.